damn it! Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 79. Hell awaits. That's right. Hell awaits. JP Dub, episode 79. We're talking about Hell in the Cell. And man, dude, I got a bad smell from that Hell in the Cell. Juice and Sreten the Savage here. And we got Bruiser Bodi up in Wisconsin on the landline. The landlubber line.
Landlubber. Got me on the line.
Is that who was that one dude that was a wrestler? God.
Was that Paul Burchill?
Paul Burchill.
Paul Burchill.
Paul Burchill. Down on the phone.
Yarr.
Yeah, but we got some Hell in the Cell to shit on real quick.
Jesus.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bodie. Take it away.
Take a shit. Take two.
It seems awkward this episode. We already got like 10 minutes into the first one. Sren's like,
We tried to record and I forgot to hit start, so we were talking to ourselves for 10 minutes.
Yeah, so now we're just drinking.
That's okay. It was a warm-up.
It was a warm-up. You know, we're going to sound way more intelligent, way more insightful, way smoother, way sexier.
Yeah.
Bodie, shit on the event.
Now you're talking.
Okay. Hell in a Cell. Piece of garbage.
My God. Where do I start, man? I mean, where do I start?
Before you start anywhere, what would you give it as far as a 1 out of 10?
Can I go negatives, please?
Well, to
1 out of 10, I'd have to do 1. I mean, that's honest, real talk.
Not including the end. Like, without that final thing, what would you have given it if the end wasn't the way it was, the main event?
It depends on the ending and how everything went, but if it didn't have that at the end, it might be bumped up to a 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't just the Fiend shit, you know? I mean, there was a lot of... What was the thing you tagged us in on Twitter?
A lot of BS.
It's like a one night or 1 week WWE managed to lose to AEW, bury Seth, bury Becky.
Yeah, buried Sasha, just buried
People
everybody.
Still don't know who Charlotte is or something like that. So,
yeah, nobody cares about Charlotte. Like, I don't care. Like,
I'm a
I don't want to see a 10th title reign. I'm sorry, I don't like Charlotte. She's just overproduced. Just fake, not just
bad Charlotte.
Fake as in everything. Her lips, her tits, her ass,
her lips and her tits. They were adequate.
Adequate, yeah. It sucks. Her 10th title reign, I don't give a shit. Sorry, I don't care about that. I don't even know who the fuck Tyson Fury is. I don't know who Tyson Fury is.
Yeah, he's this boxer. Have you heard of him? He's like a giant, apparently.
Yes, he's a murderer.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, so was he like WBA like champion, heavyweight?
Heavyweight champion,
something like that. I guess he's undefeated or something. I don't know. I could care less.
He's undefeated and me not knowing who he is.
I found out who he was after I looked him up. At first, I thought it was a Street Fighter character.
I thought he was Angel Man Freddy.
Yeah. Yeah, and then at the end of SmackDown, you got Cain Velasquez coming out, who looks like he just came off of a quinceañera cookout.
I know, dude. He does not look like. I was telling you that the other night, Sret. Remember?
Looking a little out of shape.
His weird body posture. Everybody on the internet kept mistaking him as Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. Like, did he shave his head? If I could get some tattoos.
Yeah, he grow.
Man, he just looks weird. Cain, he just stands there all weird with his like abstract body. You know, I'm not trying to body shame the guy, but it's like, what the fuck?
No, it looks like he just got out of the Old Country Buffet, dude, for $20.
Damn.
Like, he comes down to the ring and then, like, gets in Lesnar's face, and Lesnar's just chiseled work of art. And that's right after they buried Kofi, like, fuck 11 years, I guess, in a 180-day reign. Dude, so you shit on Kofi, and then you bring out Cain Velasquez, who looks
that's money. They're doing that Saudi Arabia show. Headlining
he looks like a 10-year-old pillow I have in the corner of my bedroom.
Oh, depressed.
Dude, like, come on. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but maybe I'm not.
I've been told that I look like Cain Velasquez, and you guys are being real hurtful to me.
You look like shit.
You look better than Cain Velasquez.
If you listen to or if you watch the episode on YouTube from a couple weeks ago, I had my shirt off. I was looking pretty tight.
I know.
More than just a shirt, ladies and gentlemen.
You look great.
Pretty swollen.
Yeah, you look great.
Chiseled.
Yeah.
Made out of oak.
Yeah, you go from SmackDown going into Hell in a Cell. There was only 4 matches announced, and then they throw together like 4 more matches.
What time did it start too? Because it ended at like I think 9:30 or.
It started
something.
at like 6. Oh. Yeah, it started at 6.
Ugh.
But there was a couple matches that were just thrown together during the like pre-show.
Was any of it good?
I didn't watch a single.
Becky and Sasha was a great Hell in a Cell match. That led off, and I thought it was awesome. Yeah. I thought Sasha was going to win though, just the way they've been building her as a heel, and she lost. So,
well,
I don't mind Becky having the title at all, really, because I like Becky. But
it ain't over.
I like Becky.
Yeah. I like Rebecca Quinn. I'm played out on Becky Lynch, though. I think her
did you?
stale.
Did either one of you guys watch any highlights or watch any of Friday's SmackDown?
I watched it.
You watched it?
Yes.
And what did you think?
Yeah.
Was it?
It was terrible.
Oh, it was terrible. Shit.
He said it's terrible. It was on SmackDown?
No, I didn't like any of it.
I can't consult
the only thing I liked from SmackDown was the beginning with The Rock, Baron Corbin, and Becky.
Yeah, that was all right.
That was cool.
What was the Hogan segment on there, or was that Raw? That was Raw, I think.
No, that was Raw. That was equally terrible.
So WWE fired off 3 shots to try to do something to get people fired up. So Monday was Hogan and Ric Flair and their teams, and then Friday The Rock came out.
I guess.
And then Sunday was the squashing of the Fiend.
Everything. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Getting back to Hell in a Cell, the match itself, when the Fiend comes out, it's awesome. It's like that Undertaker vibe in the early 90s. Yeah. Or just in general, just that vibe, like when he comes out, it's great. And then the Hell in a Cell had this creepy, evil red light throughout the whole match, which was really cool too. That was new, that was different. I liked it. But then you get to a point where the crowd is hyped for the Fiend. You're not going to make Seth Rollins the babyface in this match. I don't give a shit who you are, because you just have this unique character on your hands that no one's ever seen, and it's got this mystique and this aura surrounding it. And fans love it. It's different. Fans loved Bray Wyatt. Fans love the Fiend.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, Seth Rollins isn't cool. There's a dude that was holding this sign.
I
don't know if you saw that video where he's heading back up the ramp after the pay-per-view is over, and he's just like staring at this dude who's got this sign that says Seth Rollins is not cool. And he's just giving him the riot act. And I thought fucking Seth Rollins was going to start crying.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know. You ruined Seth Rollins in that match too, because you took away his stomp. Like, he did it 105 times, with a pedigree. I wouldn't have minded if you'd have done like 5 stomps, and then Wyatt did what he did. He kicked out at 1, which was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love that.
Well, I want to see Jim Cornette's fake ass I want to hear Jim Cornette's fake ass. Shout out to Jim Cornette. The door's always open.
No.
I want to see his take on that main event, because he's been shitting on everything, not WWE, or he just doesn't talk about WWE. Or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
I don't know. He doesn't really talk about it much.
Yeah, I'd like to hear his take, because he doesn't hold back with AEW. And
he's too busy trying to shit on death matches.
Death matches in AEW.
I'm on his side though with the deathmatch stuff.
No, whatever.
He's a penis,
but he's still a turd.
Yeah.
The door's always open, turd.
There you go, buddy. So, they do that. And the ending was just like, I'm
the only cool part, and it wasn't even really,
I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, it wasn't even cool when he did the fucking mandible claw, and there was blood coming out of Seth's mouth.
No, because
that was cool.
By that time, you lost me. Yeah. You already fucking lost me.
I was just like, all right, now this is fucking bullshit. I just here's the thing. You can have eccentric entertainment mixed in with your wrestling, which is WWE. But what happened last night and the way it was executed, that's what makes me love watching AEW in a more sports-oriented brand. It's presented more like a real sport, even though it's wrestling, whatever, And I think that's what Fox wants with WWE and SmackDown. That's what I like watching more, because then it's just like, fuck, man, this is... Now I know why people are fucking joking when I say, hey, I like pro wrestling. Like, fuck you! And then I'm like, watch AEW, and they're like, ooh, you the juice.
Right.
I think maybe that main event kind of put a punctuation, exclamation point to me wanting finishers to be finishers. Is when you have to just use your power move 40 times on a guy, where do you go from there? What do you do?
40 times on a guy.
Yeah, true. Where do you go from there? That's why he did the pedigree and he kicked out at one again, which was I loved it. I was like, okay, cool, but don't stop him 300 more times.
Yeah. Then the match is over, and then you need more time to go to the backstage footage to be like, okay, here's where the cool stuff happens. What?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand that part.
Well,
that part is stupid.
Yeah, and then he gets into the ring and he hits him with the chair over the head with the chair while he's laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Then he does the ladder thing, or you stat, and then he has the chair between the ladders, and he comes in and he hits him with the toolbox, tools flying all over the place, and then he goes and grabs a sledgehammer, and that's the breaking point.
Yeah.
That's the point where the ref is like, no more, I'm going to throw this match out. Fuck off. Give me a fucking break. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck off! Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
Sorry, man. Like, dude, I'm so hot.
It's all right.
I'm so hot over that ending. You can't do something like that. And then what pissed me off even more is that you bring out a stretcher for the Fiend.
Yeah.
And then you try and put him on a back plate.
Yeah, it makes him seem more. After the commentary team have been saying the whole match, well, he's more than a man. He's not human.
Yeah,
and then it's like, well, he's human enough to get his ass stretchered out.
So next week,
but we're going to treat him like a human and try and give him like medical attention. No, you just fucked that up too.
Yeah, and then next week it's going to be him and
you can't do that.
The Fiend and the Giant are going to get in the ring and they're going to cry together.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm just giving WWE pointers.
No, you should.
I should.
Well, anyway.
And it's not Bray Wyatt's fault. It's not Seth Rollins' fault either.
It's Vinnie Mac. He wants to kill everything.
So let us transition, because I actually was going to, when you were talking about like the backstage stuff and how annoying it was, I was going to mention something from the first Dynamite that I actually got annoyed by. But I would actually like to talk about the first episode of Dynamite.
Sure.
And how did it go? Like I went over to Justin's, so we watched it. We had a good time. Ate some dinner, some buffalo chicken.
Buffalo shit lips.
I don't know. It was like a bunch of buffalo sauce on chicken. It was delicious.
Yeah. Crock pot buffalo chicken
buffalo sauce.
Things with
and from the start, I really liked the colors and the stage production. And I had a good time watching it for 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a great 2 hours. That was a quick hell of a debut.
Hours.
That's how it should have went.
Yeah, Wallace threw up like 4 times. Yeah. He's like, I'm so nervous.
That's awesome.
Buffalo sauce.
Buffalo sauce. So let's go, each of us. Who wants to go first? Bodie, what'd you think?
I hate Hell in a Cell.
I thought it was excellent. Yeah, I hated Hell in a Cell. No, I thought Dynamite was excellent, man. It was all wrestling, sports centric, the way it should be. I loved it. The individual records, win-loss records next to their name when they're coming out. There's a couple things that could be ironed out, but that'll come with time, so I'm not really worried about that.
I love Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross.
Oh, man.
Nostalgia.
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful.
Dude, I loved that. The commentary was okay, but there were some points where it was a little off. If you want to nitpick.
Tell me, Bodie, why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Why did we cut the commercial?
Why we cut? JR's like, by God, they're saying, holy shit, you can bet their ass. Holy shit, it is.
Oh, he is a prick.
Yeah, dude, that was one of my favorite parts of Schiavone calling MJF a prick on air.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he is a prick.
Lost it.
What did he say? He was like, Tony, TV, what did he say? TV 17 or something like that.
Oh, I guess it is TV 17.
Yeah, TV 14.
Yeah, I guess it's TV 14.
TV 14.
Now give me some barbecue. Yeah. Barbecue.
All right, what were some of your favorite spots? What did you really like, Bodie?
I thought the first match. If you really want to know what AEW is all about, Sammy Guevara versus Cody. That's what AEW is all about. That match. That was a highlight for me because that pretty much summed it up. It was pure wrestling, and not only did it make Cody look great, Sammy is now a star, and now he's with the Jarrett Crew.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know. That's what I call it, the Jarrett Crew.
Jarrett Crew.
Jarrett Crew.
That's the other highlights was Riho winning the AEW Women's title from
I was wrong
against
on that
Nyla.
Nyla Rose.
I was wrong on that one. That was my one chest puff out prediction.
Oh, remember? I was right.
I was like, Nyla's going to win. I know everything.
I was like, it doesn't make sense right now.
I was so confident. I was like, it makes perfect sense, Juice.
And I was like,
dummy.
It doesn't make sense right now.
Juice.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I was wrong, and he made sure that he's like, I predicted it. I predicted it. Then he threw a plate of buffalo chicken at me.
Did he? Rush.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Did he throw it or throw it up at you?
I fucking flung that son bitch.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
What that titty so long?
Man.
I'm sorry.
get that
Matt
mouse.
The
LaRoche
ending
match.
was awesome, too.
Yeah.
The ending was, I loved it. And I've never been a Jack Swagger fan, but when he came in
Jake Hager?
and the way they presented,
awesome.
the way they presented him and called him, his real name, Jake Hager, he looked like an absolute
super hot
animal.
wife.
Like he looked like he would be whooping everyone's ass in that arena.
He's too legit to quit. I love JR was jumping at the bit to be like, he's a 2-time All-American at the state of Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.
I wish he would have got here so I could have been like Boomer Sooner.
I thought JR was going to cue up the music and bring out the marching band after that.
Yeah, the marching
Dude, he
band.
was all about it, man. I loved Omega and Moxley going at it, and then Omega teasing the cleaner, and then Moxley just suplexing him into that table.
That glass table was a nice touch.
That was actually
done.
that was the one point where I was like, "What the?"
He's like, I don't like
that was cool, but I didn't like that part because I was like, "What's happening in the ring? What is happening in the ring?"
Well, yeah,
because it was like cut to 5 minutes of them fighting, and everybody else is in the ring is like playing rock paper scissors, picking each other's buttons.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but it was fine. Like it wasn't.
So, yeah,
I liked it. I like. Even if whatever, it was good. It was entertaining.
Jericho's group, the identity of a new powerhouse group in wrestling. Be cool to see where it goes. And doesn't tonight the second episode in Boston, is that the one where it's the
that's Wednesday night.
Right, it is Wednesday night.
Bodie. It is Wednesday, Bodie. Man, come back down.
You said tonight. Man. I'm like, wait, tonight?
Tonight.
But you say tonight, but today I don't know if you saw Being the Elite.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
I did. It was good.
Good.
It was funny.
Good. Well, when the podcast airs, it would be tonight.
We're just skipping. We're just skipping through time, man.
Yeah, we jump around.
See,
yeah.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah. Like NWA's debut was cool last night.
Yeah,
time travel.
Well, and that's a good thing. It does NWA Power. Yeah. It's on YouTube.
Power.
And I don't know if it might be on the Fight app as well. I could be wrong about that, but I know it's definitely on their YouTube at 6:05 Eastern.
Wallace, what were some of the highlights for you of episode 1 of Dynamite?
Pretty much all that shit that he just said.
What else?
I liked when John Moxley came out and put him through the table.
And then I liked.
Yeah, I dug everything Bodie said. There was so they really only had the women's match: Sammy Guevara and Cody, Jericho, and what's his nuts? No, Jericho didn't wrestle, did he?
Yeah, he did. It was a 3-man tag team.
That's what it was. The tag team. Okay, LAX. Yeah,
he teamed up with LAX.
Brain farts. I enjoyed that shit. I think it was all good. It was all really quick for me, and just the whole experience was good, and
it was really quick.
It was, going forward, it's going to be awesome, especially when you got at the end of the WWE Hell in the Cell. Everybody, the crowd was so pissed they stayed over. Like after everything, they're cleaning up and to boo and yell AEW.
Exactly.
I saw it last night, dude. When it was they were still live. Like the end of the match and all that shit went down, and everybody's like AEW, AEW, and I was like, man, dude, that's fucked up. There's a lot of WWE marks out there too today, supposedly like in a hissy fit. Like it was bad booking, it was stupid shit. But hey, here's the thing: they've been doing it now with you guys for fucking 20 years almost.
Like, a while.
It's been really bad.
A while.
So what do you expect? That's why there's wrestling everywhere. You don't like it, go watch AEW. You don't like that, go watch Impact. You don't like that, go watch Ring of Honor. You don't like that, go watch New Japan. You don't like that, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Something like that.
After you watch
That's
NWA.
perfect. You summed it up perfectly.
Yeah, NWA. Then maybe you could watch Black Label Pro. And then maybe, like, if you get the Independent Wrestling TV app, you could watch Warrior Wrestle. Wait, no. I'm sorry. That's High Spots. Sorry, guys. But you can watch, what we're getting at is you can watch all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you have options.
And people need to get out of that fucking bubble.
Hold on. Audio issues again. There we go.
I just got to say that I think they were really smart with their first episode. They established guys, introduced guys, but they didn't, they saved a lot too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they got a long way to go. So I'm glad they didn't, bust their whole nut in one episode.
So AEW is tonight.
Yeah.
Not in 2 days. 2 days would be SmackDown.
Yeah. Yes.
I screwed up. My timing is off, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we're skipping through time. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. That's why we have technical difficulties, because all the
electrons. I didn't know today was Wednesday.
And juices.
I'm still living on Monday.
Yeah.
But this is a TV show that just started, and for people to think like, I don't know, like, does somebody watch? I mean, this is a really bad comparison, but like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, and they need to have their life changed every week. Like every week, this has to be so entertaining that my view of like life as I know it needs to change every week. Chill out, calm down. Just be entertained. Look at this cool shit happening. Meet these new wrestlers. Meet these new people.
Yeah.
Sprinkle in a little bit of nostalgia. Enjoy yourself. And like everybody says, if you don't like it, but you do like pro wrestling, you have a lot of alternatives. But this is a good thing. And it just started. It's like the pilot of a TV show. Like, give it a chance. You know?
Yeah, give pizza a chance, too.
And give
motherfuckers.
And give pizza a chance.
I'm going to after this. I got a chicken bacon ranch personal pan being delivered.
You the man, dude.
You know.
You know what? Though I do got to say real quick about AEW is my buddy Jesse. He drums in Sexual Atrocities.
Jesse.
I was talking to him about it, and he said he turned it on, and he watched it. He was an old school WWF fan. He hasn't watched wrestling in a while. He watched some stuff here and there if it has to do with like old school stuff.
Then
but he said he turned it on and he liked it. He was like, it was good.
Yeah.
So, that speaks volumes to what AEW is doing. And for somebody that hasn't watched wrestling since like the early 90s and some of the Attitude Era and stuff to come back and see that. And he checked it out because of all the advertising. He's like, yeah, I wanted to see what it was all about. He's
it's
like,
everywhere.
I liked. I was like,
I was flipping. Cool. I was picking up the latest issue of Absolute Carnage, so you guys should check that out if you're Carnage fans.
Look at you go!
Oh yeah, look at you go, Hugo. And the very back cover on the inside, it was an AEW Dynamite ad, and I was like, man, this is super.
Yeah,
cool. This is really cool. Like, because for the past 15 plus years, if you've had comic shit like that, it's been a WWE thing, and it's like, dude, the bubble's got to be popped. Like I said, go watch all these other promotions and quit. Bitch.
Screw them.
Sorry, we bitched a little bit, but it's just whatever. They're the big fish.
Well, I listened to a Chris Jericho
interview. Die.
If he dies, he dies.
He
dies.
Yeah.
So
I will
Jericho
break you.
Gave this cool statistic where he said that back during his heyday or whatever you call it, back when he was like the big top shit at WWE, there were about 10 million, like the viewing of all the different wrestling promotions at the time, which is mainly just WWE, was 10 million viewers. And now last week they were splitting it up between 2 million, saying that like, AEW had like, what was it, like 1 point something, and then NXT had like almost half or something like that. But he says there's somewhere between 7 and 8 million old time wrestling fans that are just lying dormant.
Yeah, the demographic,
so there's like a lot of people that were fans that dropped off.
50
they have a chance to come back, and then there's all these new young people that could start watching it because it's going to get better and better. All the different promotions.
Good. It's fucking good.
It's fucking good.
It's really good.
I agree. Hey, not to go back to WWE, but Justin, you said something earlier that I just wanted to piggyback on about sports centric. Having that sports feel what Fox is doing.
Yeah. Or like the NWA, I feel does too.
Yeah, exactly. I saw somebody post up about the Kofi match, and it kind of upset me in a way because I was like, it's not even the same thing. They were like, oh, you ever just watch a boxing match or a MMA fight, UFC fight, where the guy comes out and his competitor just like catches him with a right, and the guy's knocked out, and the match ends in like 10 seconds. So
that was called a Mike Tyson fight.
They compared that to what happened to Kofi. He got caught by Lesnar, F5, and it was over. I was like, that's not even the same fucking ballpark. It's like, I'm sorry, I know what you're trying to say, but you're not going to convince me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just
Vince might con me, but you'll never convince me.
Maybe it's different for some people, but for me, I just was like, no, that's not the right analogy.
Yeah. Fuck it, man. WWE, it's bad. These pay-per-views and shit. Watch the takeover. Just watch the takeovers or something for now. And the easiest thing, if you guys are really pissed about it, watch something else. So watch something else, and then maybe they'll really fucking just promote Triple H and take over for Vince, and Vince can go do the XFL, whatever he's got to do, you know. But there's a lot of good shit coming up besides that. So if we get off of WWE's nuts,
please.
I did watch that Goldberg Chronicle thing, and they did show the altercation backstage with him and Matt Riddle. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty cool.
I saw a little bit of that on
YouTube.
Saw a clip of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So check that out.
I was like, but after last night, I had no interest in watching anything WWE. So
yeah. Well, how about this? The news. It was just announced a couple days ago, actually, that Kylie Ray is going to be a part of the All Glory. Impact Wrestling presents All Glory. Yeah. It's October 19th.
Yeah.
ImpactWrestling.com. You can check it out for tickets. It's going to be a lot of our friends. Warrior Wrestling is going to be represented there. Black Label Pro.
Yep.
You have Zello Pro, Galley Lucha, I believe.
Yep.
Pro Wrestling Revolver. It's a lot of shit going on, and there's going to be a lot of talent. And Kylie Ray was just announced as being a participant. Yep.
That's awesome, man. I'm stoked for that. And I've seen some people were kind of like questioning that, like, oh, you leave AEW, but you're going to wrestle for Impact. I'm like, she's not wrestling for Impact.
Everybody thinks she's under contract. Show. Who knows? It's none of these. Well, I shouldn't say none of them.
Nobody knows.
Who cares? Just enjoy it. It's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah,
like that's epic. Like she was just in AEW. There's a huge story on that. That's like intriguing, and I will pay attention to where she goes until I find out. You know, that's just me personally, and I like her. She's a good wrestler.
She's one of my favorites. I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's doing stuff, man. And whatever happened.
That's right.
Hey, you guys got any? You want to do Wrestler of the Week?
Ooh.
No, actually, I killed that segment.
Oh, what do you want?
No, let's do the fucking Wrestler of the Week.
He got me.
Goofball.
All right, old school wrestler.
You just buried Sreten.
Oh!
Hey, Sreten, since you opened your big fucking mouth, you're going with the old school guy. Come on. Who's one of your faves? Who should people check out? That's old school.
Who the hell was I watching in here on Friday in the studio during the ICP show?
He was watching a Road Warriors DVD.
Yes, the Road Warriors. Those are my old school guys.
All right.
As a tag team,
I like it.
The Road Warriors were animals, and one guy was named Animal. And they both had huge traps.
Yeah, they're from Chicago. They got spikes on their shoulders.
Yeah, as far as an exciting gimmick and monsters and scary dudes, they had it all.
They snacked on danger and they died on death.
And
they look like legitimate barroom brawlers.
Yeah, they look fucking awesome. Yeah. I've said it many times. They're my favorite tag team, man. Just it's hard. It's hard to even with the Young Bucks and shit, the Road Warriors, man. So there you go, your old school wrestlers of the week. So I guess we're gonna have to choose a new tag team since you went with the tag shit. We might as well go.
We don't have to do
Bodi,
nothing.
who's a new tag team that people should check out?
Oh man, put me on the spot with a tag team.
Yeah,
the best
tag
team.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Luchasaurus and Jungle
as a new tag team.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
I think
Jurassic
you got to keep an eye on them.
Express.
A boy and his dinosaurs, Jurassic Express.
Or they go a boy and his dinosaur and his boy, even little boy, or however they say that. They need to figure that marketing one out right there.
Yeah, that would be my new tag team you got to check out if anyone's not familiar with them. Luchasaurus for a big man moves better than a lot of cruiserweights I've seen, and Jungle Boy is just amazing. The son of Luke Perry. He's so good in the ring.
Silent Bob on BTE.
I saw that dude. I was dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why them not talking to each other.
Yeah,
yeah.
And they're both like, "You guys fucking talk too much." Snoochie boochies.
Yeah.
I got a kick. I don't know if anybody else.
See what I can do with?
I got a kick on Dynamite episode 1 when Jason Mewes and what's his face, the guy that does breakdancing, the wrestler, the blonde haired guy. With the neon green outfit.
Oh, that was
Jack Evans.
Yeah, Jack Evans.
I think that was Jack Evans.
Like they look like twins. So I thought I'm glad that I don't know if they did that intentionally. I thought they did. So when I saw them both, I was like, no shit. Like I'm not the only one that thinks they look like twins.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're kind of right about.
Yeah, they do.
Kind of right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody check out Jurassic Express and the Road Warriors. Those are your picks. That's your homework. We assign homework to you motherfuckers every week. From now on.
What's cool also
we want posts.
we haven't even everything. We haven't really seen Jurassic Express I mean, we've seen him in a couple of the main events a little bit.
Exactly.
But like, there hasn't still been room for the people to fall in love with them. I think they're like Luchasaurus is already super over, but like, Jungle Boy's awesome. Like, I think they're gonna be huge.
They will.
I think they're actually going to be my dark horse pick to win the AEW Tag Team Tournament.
I don't think they're winning it, but I like that.
That would be my dark horse pick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you wanted a shock factor, like, because you got Lucha Bros, you got Young Bucks, you got SCU, but the Lucha Express, I think they wanted to do like an upset, like kind of thing. Like Lucha that would be the team I would pick to win because they are over.
Oh yeah, the Jurassic Express.
So who is your pick though, guys? Who is your pick?
For the
Mine's SCU.
Yours is SCU. That's a good pick.
Yep.
Mine's the Lucha Bucks, Bros. Man.
Then you got the Bucks. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm sitting here thinking hard about that. I'm like, I'm trying to play out storylines, but whatever. Give it to the Bucks. Not everybody can be a sacrificial lamb, you know.
Right.
Like AEW, you know they're gonna give Jericho the belt and all that. Give it to people who deserve it. The Bucks deserve it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. But my brother-in-law Jeremy, shout out to my brother-in-law Jeremy. He messaged me. I said I'm not watching Raw. He goes, "It's complete filth, garbage."
Man,
too funny.
Yeah, it's a little bit stinky.
A little bit stinky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got our picks. Let's see what happens. I think Justin's right, but
we'll see what happens.
we'll still see what happens.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick. I wanted to pick either them or the Lucha Bros for some reason.
Well, it's probably going to be one or the other.
Yeah, that's why I went with Lucha Bros. I don't know.
Who knows what the Lucha Bros?
This is a great tag team. Yeah.
Hey,
I was going to say I can't really say
here's some other big fucking news, you guys. So shout out to Steve and our boys at Warrior Wrestling. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Warrior Wrestling 7 has been announced. It'll take place at Marion Catholic High School December 13th.
A Friday.
Yeah. It is a Friday, and Kurt Angle has been announced.
It's true.
Amazing Red has been announced.
Oh, my God.
And who else do we got, Bodie? Bust it down on him from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Dude, Suzuki. Suzuki. Whoa.
Yeah. So,
General
Sasuke. That's just the start. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
Man.
If that's your first 3 announcements, dude, I don't know if I can handle the next 3.
I can't either. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you had me at Kurt Angle, and I was like, oh, my God. And then you announced Minoru Suzuki, and I'm just like, you know, I'm turtle-heading right now. And then all of a sudden, the Amazing Red, and it's all over the floor and in my pants.
Yes, most definitely. And it's
Dude,
a little bit stinky.
Yeah, that's how it went for me.
So I'm going to make a quick prediction. What's the name of the wrestler whose tagline is "Kill 'Em All"? Where he went in during
nobody.
The dude who's the guy that came in? He's got the
Lance
pink.
Hoyt.
Lance Hoyt. I think Suzuki's going to fight Lance Hoyt. That's it. That's my prediction.
Because they work for the same promotion?
No, because he's so, like, they're both animals and destroyers of worlds.
We're trying to play a Booker Man.
I gotta play Booker Man.
Hey, Steve, what's Jushin Thunder Liger doing?
I know. That would be super huge. I know.
Dude.
I know, Steve. That's on his radar for sure. I'm sure if they could get Jushin, they fucking will, you know?
I know. Dude, that'd be insane.
Insane in the brain.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah, so Warrior, man, a lot of shit, you know, it's coming up a couple weeks. Impact Wrestling's got Bound for Glory in Chicago. They got the South Bend show.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know RVD and Rhino are going to be there. Did you see, speaking of Impact Wrestling, Johnny Swinger's back? Did you watch that video?
Yeah, I saw that.
God, man, he's got like some Freddie Mercury fucking singlet on, and he's
right.
It's funny because he's like doing all the he's doing like the woo and the strut and posing. He's like a Johnny Retro. He does look like an older, like, what if he's like Johnny Retro from the upcomania video game Retromania Wrestling? Shout out to those guys. Dude,
I can't wait for
so
that.
weird. He's got like an 80s gimmick, and everything he does is just retro. But it's Johnny Swinger. Like, dude's still in great shape. I mean, this is the same Johnny Swinger that was in ECW and early TNA days, but it's fucking ridiculous, man.
You don't like it?
I love it.
Oh, you love it.
Did you watch it? Did you watch that clip? I thought I sent it to you. Or I posted in the JP.
I don't know how you use the internet.
You can check that shit out.
Or Facebook.
Or hit up Impact Wrestling on YouTube.
Stuff on YouTube.
But yeah, Johnny Swinger, back in full effect.
Any other news?
Johnny Swingski.
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Now we're going into the segment. Shit we're excited about for next week.
Yeah. I'm back.
That includes everything.
And wetter than ever.
The McRib is coming back, and I'm excited.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Buddy, what are you excited about for this week? One thing.
One thing for this week?
And you can't say the McRib.
No, I'm not. I'm going to say Dynamite. AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The only real wrestling show worth watching now.
Oh,
good answer.
Oh, man. Come on. There's some good wrestling.
Come
Wallace?
on, man.
Wallace, what is one thing that you're excited about this week?
ICP concert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we should talk about that real quick. Yeah, I'm going to have to derail real quick, and then we'll go into what I am excited. I wasn't excited to go to the ICP show, per se. No knock to anybody, but, Darren Stone, we were all hanging out. Sreten, he ducked and dodged and dived and dipped his way out of that one.
I threw a smoke pellet and ninja
Good job,
my
Sreten.
way out of there.
Bam! Like when Nightcrawler disappears and shit's like... Yeah,
I tapped Wallace on the shoulder and then threw a ninja pellet, and then when he turned around to see where I was, it was just smoke.
Yeah. We went in and me and Stone, and dude, I caught maybe like 15 minutes of it. I was like, I don't get it. I'm not a huge fan of those guys. It'd be cool to talk wrestling with them or something.
Right.
But it was just, I'd never seen ICP. They've been around for a minute. We got in, so shout out to Ed Roseberry at the Art Theater. Hey, man, what's going on? And Shane, the Brick House Bar and Grill, check them out if you're downtown Hobart, Indiana. So I'll put it this way, if I didn't get in like that, I wouldn't pay to see ICP because it's just not my crowd, man. There were some cool people that stopped outside the studio, and we got to talk to a couple of cool people that seemed like normal and chill, but they just had fucking clown makeup on. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Superhuman. Should I get down with the army? No. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. So I was in there like first minute and fucking figures I'm standing there and I get a fucking Faygo 2-liter bomb of root beer like right directly in the chest, man. Shot to the heart.
Oh, nice.
Right in the solar plexus.
Yeah, brand new.
You can't prepare for that kind of impact.
Brand new fucking dope bird flesh shirt too, man. That I got from Stone for my birthday. So that kind of, it's like, damn, now I'm all sticky and not in a good way. And
yeah, eyes are burning.
yeah. So we left, and that was that. We took some photo ops. You could check it out on Instagram. And yeah, whatever. It was weird to see ICP, and Green Jelly was there, but nobody fucking promoted
That's
Green
cool.
Jelly. I would have rather have seen like Little Pig, let me
in.
Yeah.
Not for her, my chin.
Puffin. I'll blow your ass away.
Dude,
Why'd
that
you
was
do it,
the
guys?
jam, man.
Yeah, but
Why'd you
Juggalos.
sing that song?
Hey, man, that's your thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right?
All I'm saying.
So what are you looking forward to this
Yeah,
weekend?
what are you looking for?
Well, now that you let me back into the realm of reality that is the here and now, yeah, let me tell you. I don't know. American Horror Story. Actually, yeah.
Nice.
My Wednesdays are kicking ass
Good
right
call.
now because I can watch AEW, and then right after that, American Horror Story 1984 comes on. I've been digging it, man.
You're the man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Other than that, I am doing another podcast coming up. I don't know what it'll be out probably within the next week. Yeah. It's a Royal Rumble podcast, so you guys will have to stay tuned on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that shit because I'll give you the info then. I really don't know other than this weird format. We're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble match. Should be entertaining to say the least.
That's cool. Is that you doing it, or are you on somebody's podcast?
I'm going to be on somebody's podcast.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait to see what happens.
It's some crazy shit. I'm going to derail the hell out of them. They're going to kick me off.
They will, dude. Just trash it. Going to be like, every time they ask you something about the Royal Rumble, be like, well, Dynamite was cool, and I can't wait for Full Gear.
What?
Well,
I did that to some juggalo at the bar. He asked me some question. I was just standing there next to him, and I'm like, what? He asked me something else. I just kept doing it, and he's like, He looked like he was irritated till he realized what I was doing. He's like, Stone Cold. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And he's like, put it there, brother. True story.
Put it there, brother. Much clown love.
I've had my nails down with the clown. God, that shit got stuck in my head. I got to rinse myself clean of it. But, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And AEW Dynamite all the time, every day, until they start to suck. And then, it'll go away.
I'm looking forward to NWA episode 2 of whatever that show is going to be called.
Oh, Power? Yeah. I am looking forward to checking that out, see how that is.
Dynamite's going to be cool because I am a self-professed fanboy. So, come at me.
Me too.
Fellas. And ladies. Let me just do that for 10 minutes. No.
Ah, there you go.
Come on.
Yeah. Impact Wrestling, too. I'm looking forward to seeing their shit on Axis. See it, how that fucking turns out. Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of good shit.
And getting the brain, the mind, the body, and possibly some merchandising ready for the weekend of October 18th. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And don't forget Impact on Tuesdays on Axis. They just had Slammiversary, and the week before that they had what was the week before that? Bound for Glory?
Rebellion or something like that?
Maybe it was Rebellion, yeah.
Rebellion's coming up, or Homecoming. They've been playing a few of their solid pay-per-views from the year.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping to go to some haunted houses, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to get
Freaked out. Man, freaked out.
And watching all the stuff on the list, all the 31 Days of Fear list that I have not seen yet, which is 20 out of the 30 films on the list.
Yeah, you got a lot of homework to do. Speaking of that, you guys, check out the JP Dub 31 Days of Fear once again on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter.
Most entertaining on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah. It's our recommendations daily of some of our favorite horror movies.
Yeah.
Some of which you may have never even heard of.
Also, if you only listen to this audio only, if you get on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever he just said, Twitter, you can also see our beautiful faces.
Feel pretty shitty right now, but whatever. That's the weekend doing it to my body.
Get a little recommendation. Tell us what you think. Tell us, give other suggestions.
Yeah. Participate. Call the voicemail, too. 1-872-267-4199. If you guys got some opinions, like, hey, it would be cool, like, if you're motherfucking us while you're listening, and then right afterwards, if you just called us and motherfucked us, like, I'll play it. The whole world would probably want to hear what that sounds like. I'm tired of getting all these, like, praise worship videos.
I didn't know that I could do that. Can I do that? Like, I'm on a call. I would gladly motherfuck you guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why not?
It makes me so happy.
Tell us what you really stink,
I got to tell you what I really stink. Really.
But do that. Check us out on Twitter. We're all over Twitter, all three of us, but you can find us collectively at JPW Podcast. We're on Instagram at Juice Pro Wrestling and Facebook at Juice Pro Wrestling. Join the fucking group, the JP Woo, the Juice Pro Wrestling Universe, and post away. Only wrestling-related content, though. And if you want to talk about all that other crap, hit up the Juice-a-Fuge group on Facebook. It's really good. You want to talk about metal and comics and horror movies and all that shit, then you go there. You check out the 31 Days of Fear. You fucking love. And then you wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up,
wet 'em up.
So wet. You gonna do sex to me?